Hi everyone, it's Ronnie from the Jewelry's Archive. While this is not an official unboxing, I wanted to share with you a second unboxing. So, as I might have mentioned, and I probably did, in previous blogs, when you're young, sometimes you do things that you're gonna regret. So, one of those things was selling my Jewel Rider dolls. Now, not the sealed ones, but the open ones. Now, as a child growing up, my dad always told me that my toys were worth more, value-wise, if they were sealed. So as a young child, I was always told to just keep all my toys closed. Well, you don't really grow a connection with them that way. So I did have a first set of Jewel Rider dolls that I opened, played with, Chris and I played with, we loved them, and that was the first set, beloved. Then the second set I got, which was sealed, and I got those from my dad in the early 2000s. So the original set that I had, as I got older, probably around like 19 or so, I thought, hey, you know what? I don't really need these anymore. I have the sealed ones, so I'm gonna sell them. Big mistake. So I ended up selling them for the measly sum of, I think, like $30 on eBay. It was a complete set of all the dolls, except for the horses. I didn't sell the horses, but all the rest of them, including a Sun-Powered Gwenevere, for like $30. I know. Big steal. And it even included all the accessory pieces, all the clothing pieces, everything. So here we are, about 15 years later, and I came upon an amazing find on eBay, and that's what we are going to be unboxing today. So, to start off with, it is fragile. Very fragile. When I saw this auction come up, it was actually the exact same time that Chris and I were doing the live stream from my room, and there was an auction that had come up, and he was like, well, why don't you just bid? I was like, okay, sure. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where you're like, is this too good to be true? So I ended up putting in a bid for this, and I won, and so let's unbox it. Let's find out what is inside. So again, this is the second unboxing. So the first unboxing, actually, it took a long time because I went through all of it, and I was looking at the entire hoard. It was unbelievable. I could not believe how much was in this little box. So, to start off with, the dolls that I was so sad about losing, they were in here. So let's start off with the most popular, hashtag Tamara forever. So Jewel Power Tamara was a part of my hoard, and she is complete. She, of course, one of the leg bracers is a little loose, but that happens. So, she has both of the leg bracers, she has her skirt, she has both of her armbands. One of them is broken in half, and she has also her collar, and her helmet still works. As a lot of dolls were, her hair was braided. In fact, the entire Jewel Power line was braided. But I never did that to my dolls. Maybe you did. I probably just didn't have the skill to do that. So maybe if I did, I would have done it. But this was Tamara, so she is basically complete. And then next in line is Fallon. So again, braided hair. Her visor does work, although it doesn't stay down. And she has her cape. She has her two wristbands, but she doesn't have her collar. But outside of that, she is complete. And then there was Jewel Power Gwenevere. Again, hair braided. She has both of the armbands. It looks like my one just might have fallen in somewhere in here. And her collar as well as her ruffle. And her visor does stay down. So again, Jewel Power Gwenevere complete, Jewel Power Fallon complete, Jewel Power Tamara complete, and I basically have the trio complete once again for me to play with and have out. But the magic didn't stop there. Oh no! So, who else is part of the Jewel Power collection? Well, let's find out. So there was basically a complete Kale. Now, Kale did not have her hair braided, and she does have her shoulder plate as well as the cape. Her comb shield is missing a couple of the bristles, and she is missing one of the armbands, but she has the other, and she is mostly complete. So that is Lady Kale, mostly complete. Drake always seems to be complete, so he has not really suffered much. He is basically complete, and his armband as well goes on, and there he goes. He even has his flag, where the other ones are missing their jewels. Well, he's also missing his jewel, but he has the rest of him. So there's Drake. Now, I didn't get Sun Power Gwenevere, unfortunately, so that didn't complete the Jewel Power collection. But like how I said, the magic doesn't end there. So, to go with my Jewel Power Jewel Riders, there is Moondance and Sunstar. They're missing their horns, and their armor, but I mean their legs are complete. They don't really have much markings on them, so generally it's a pretty good Moondance and Sunstar. These ones are also the appropriate colors. I know that we talked about some of the variants of some of the dolls where they might have a silver or gold around the jewel, but these ones are pretty good condition. So those are the horses, and there's Guinevere's armband. It's been found. And then, also out of this magical box came the deluxes. So, Tamara over here, nearly complete. I've always had problems with her little breast, or the waistband or whatever that is, staying on. But she has her ruffle, she has her dress, she's missing her top plastic hairpiece, but she is complete. So there is Deluxe Tamara, and to go along with her is Deluxe Fallon. Oh, Tamara also had Spike as well, so Spike was in there, and Deluxe Fallon has Wendy to go with her. Wendy! So there is Deluxe Fallon. She has her complete outfit, her cape, her little wrap, her breastplate, everything is complete. She also even has her top piece as well. Oh, there's Guinevere's comb and Fallon's hairpiece. And then the not complete Deluxe Gwenevere, which is actually always one of my favorites, probably because of the pink dress. And another thing that a lot of times happened was the fabric that is right there around where you would use the Velcro. This time it's in the front, but it would always rip. I think it was this particular fabric, but every time that I tried to Velcro the back of Gwenevere, it would always end up catching, and then it would rip and it would fray. But Gwenevere is missing her crown, her breastplate, the jewel box, so she has her dress. But that is the complete set of dolls that came out of this box. But it doesn't end there. I feel like a used car salesman. So, out more of this box came the next things. So, we have a Jewel Riders thermos. It is in basically mint condition. Everything is complete on it, and none of the paint is faded or discolored. Really good condition. And to go with your thermos, you will need your lunchbox. So there was a Jewel Riders lunchbox in here as well. So this is, again, really good condition. The sticker is not peeling. There's no like any type of mold or dirt or anything like that. It's in really good condition. So that's the lunchbox. And then there is the Playa Sound Book. Now, the Playa Sound Book was kind of a rare find, even back when Jewel Riders was in syndication. And so to be able to have another book is an amazing find, and this one is in really good condition. There is no rips, no marks, no coloring, just all the original beautiful artwork. Did you have this book growing up? Because I didn't. I didn't even know that there was a book. We found it in a used bookstore many, many years later in the early 2000s, and I remember squealing with delight in the used bookstore as I found it sealed on a shelf and ran it over to my parents and asked my dad to buy it, and he did, and it was probably for the small sum of like $4 or something like that. But that was a brand new Gwenevere book. So, we have the book, we have a thermos, we have a complete, basically, set of the dolls, we have the unicorns, we have a lunchbox, but that box wasn't done giving. There was more. I know. Crazy, right? Well, you open the lunchbox, and there is almost another complete set of dolls inside. Now, these ones are not complete because I was able to Frankenstein the dolls that I have now as a complete set from all the other pieces. But there is a complete little bag full of Jewel Rider dolls. So let's just kind of see who we have in here. There is a deluxe Fallon. All of these are in pretty good condition. I mean, they're not really missing any arms. They're not, you know, painted or colored or dirty or anything like that. They're just naked. They don't have any clothes on. So there's deluxe Fallon. There is a Jewel Power Tamara. Lady Kale. One can never have too many Tamaras. Another Tamara. And another deluxe Fallon. A deluxe Gwenevere. Another Spike. A Drake. A Jewel Power Gwenevere. Another Jewel Power Gwenevere, another Drake, and they're stuck together. Her hair is stuck in him. Another Jewel Power Gwenevere, and but yet a final Jewel Power Gwenevere. So, if it wasn't ridiculous enough to find an amazing auction that had the lunchbox, the thermos, the book, a complete set of dolls, but to have basically more dolls. I mean, this is like 20 dolls, 2 unicorns, lunchbox, thermos, book, for an incredible price. So, that's my treasure trove. So, I wanted to share it with you. I wanted to share the original unboxing with you, but like I said, it was kind of everywhere, and I was using little wipes to wipe down the dolls, to clean them up, to get them dressed and get them ready so that way you could see them. Have you found something similar? Like, have you found an amazing treasure trove of dolls? It could be Jewel Riders or any fandom that you love before and couldn't believe how much is contained inside of one magical little box. If you have, I'd love to hear about it. You can comment below, you can shoot us an email, or you can chime in the next time that we do a live broadcast. Until next time, remember, friends together, friends forever. Have a great day, everyone!
By the magic of the Sunstone, you're tuned into the Jewel Riders Archive.